Made it to my other storage, the one that I'm purging and moving. I've been working on it probably about not quite 2 weeks. Not every single day, but almost every single day, at least for a couple hours or so to do a load or two. This was the one that is in South Haven. That's probably 6-7 miles from me, whatever it is. And I'm moving everything to the other storage. And so I'm just taking some donation loads. I don't do a lot of clothing anymore, so the first thing that I did was get a monstrous pile of clothing that was located back here, and I'm talking about it was halfway up the wall. I got all of that cleared out over the last couple of weeks, and this is the last of it right here that I'm going to go through. I'm just pulling out vintage concert and band t-shirts, anything that's highly unusual I'm pulling out, but for the most part it's going out the door. Some of it was purchased at Plato's for like 10 cents, 30 cents, whatever. Not much at all under $1, and most of it under 50 cents on their 90% off sale. And from yard sales and things like that I just don't have a lot of investment in. I just don't like doing clothing. It takes too long. It makes me invest too much of my time and my brain power, and I just don't like it. I don't like the stinkiness. I don't like all of it. So I like the hard goods better. After that gets done, then I'm going to start on this wall, which most of it is books. I'm going to pull out the most vintage of the books, and then things like this that have, mixed paper in and stuff like that, I'll probably move just as it is. I probably won't go through it. I won't take a commodity at a time. What's today? Today is December 20th. I had to think for a minute. December 20th, Monday. So I'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we have church services. Saturday, of course, is Christmas, so I won't be working those 2 days. I'll be going to after Christmas shopping really early on the day after Christmas, which will be next Sunday. But I'll be able to do maybe a load from here, just like a take-in load to the other storage on the day after Christmas. And then I'll start in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's like, okay, that's it. So we'll see if we can get through all of this. If not, you pay for another month, you stay here, you work it out, you do what you do. But this stuff right here is pretty much vetted from here back. Not all of it's going to go with me, but I know pretty much what will. Wall of boxes and stuff here, and then this is stuff that I've already sorted out that'll go today. So we're down to probably decently about a third or a little over a third that still needs to be gone through. And we'll see what kind of progress we make today. I hope a lot. I've got mild weather, like I said. I've got a sweatshirt on, but I may put on my t-shirt in just a little while because it's warming up and I'm on the sunny side, and that's a good thing. Well, I'm back at storage again. This is a perpetual thing for about the next 2 weeks. Looks like Yoda fell over dead, or at least has gone into a temporary coma, seeing all the junk that we're going through. I just thought I'd give you a little bird's eye view for just a minute of what I'm working on today. This is all hard goods. Right about where that basket is right here, that's where a lot of them are empty, kind of over the top. There's about 4 or 5 totes underneath there. You would not know that I'm a professional organizer by trade by the looks of this. This is like horrible, and it has driven me crazy, but it is what it is. It was one of those, like I've mentioned in other videos, when I was cleaning out storage units and things like that, when I was doing the storage locker clean outs and I was an active estate liquidator and so forth. It had to go somewhere, and it had to go somewhere fast. And you have to employ help that doesn't always take care of it the way that you want to. So things got shoved around. I will not blame this all on people that were helping me at all, because they were marvelous. But a lot of this over the years, yes, years, has gotten shoved around to a great degree. And I've been in storage, it's kind of perpetual. Probably out of the whole 10 by 20s that I've had six, as many as six running at one time. This is the last one that I've got left, other than the one that I've got close to my home. And I'm just kind of purging out this type of stuff, trying to find things that maybe have lost value over time, and it's really not worth listing. Some things that are larger. Sorry about the planes, we're near the airport here. But just kind of picking and choosing. Basically, I'm keeping a mindset of I'm shopping my own storage unit and then just donating the rest. I usually take it to House of Grace, which deals with abused women, or to the Warrior Center, which kind of does the same type of thing over in Olive Branch. But the type of things that I'm throwing away, of course, are things that are damaged, or got damaged along the lines. Or it's going to be things like these are covers. Yeah, I can make money off of this. This is like spotlight covers and things like that. But there's somebody else that can make the money off of that. I'm not going to be listing those type of things. Mine is going to be mostly vintage and one-offs. Things like this, not going to get necessarily a whole lot of money, although this one is autographed. But little souvenir ball, 1994 Harlem Globetrotters. It does need to be blown up again, but we've got a signature, and I'll have to figure out who that is. It was number 34, so it shouldn't be hard. Things like these, you're not going to get a whole lot of money, but I can lot them up in lots of four. These are the little statuettes. I don't think it has a picture on the outside, but like you put on the back of your piano, like Schroeder has, on the back of his piano, except it's the miniatures. I'm going to keep things along those kind of lines. Or like if those are Wolverine boots that are in there, and that should be what's in there. I'm going to keep something like that. I may end up listing some of this on Marketplace or whatever. I do have a cousin that's doing some storage clean outs, and I may end up offering him some things just to get it out of here, to make sure that it gets cleared out. But today, what's today? Today is, I think it's December 21st. I'd have to add it up. It's been a lot of days here. But I've got today, which is Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and I should have pretty mild weather. It's pretty sunny here, and it's unseasonably warm here. We're supposed to hit 72, which is an all-time record since the early 1800s here outside of Memphis. So that's going to be fun on Christmas Eve. But good thing I've got some Christmas t-shirts that I can wear instead of Christmas sweaters. But basically, I'm going to do some little shots on this one, probably periodically if I run across something really cool, or do some still shots, or I may do a little bit more video as it goes along. But we'll just kind of see what we discover in here. It's like another little treasure hunt. It's a lot of fun, actually. Sorta. Just not for Yoda. Mostly what I'm keeping are things along the lines of like some of these little smalls. Got the airplanes going over again today. But just some of these little smalls, and of course Little People, I sell those a lot. Got a few Mario things that I may pull out. I've got a friend that collects Snoopy, Charlie Brown type stuff, mostly Snoopy. She'd like that. But things like this that I can just throw into a small padded envelope or something along those lines. Those are the type of things that I keep. What's this? Let's see. I think that's, I was going to say, I think that's inexpensive little coin thing. But people like stuff like that. I mean, you'd be surprised at how quick that sells. That would not be my go-to, but I sell a lot of these, and so I have a container in my storage at home in my garage, my working garage, and I just throw those in there, and then I just lot them up and sell them. Lots of different things. I don't know what's in there. Little trinket boxes, and you know, I'm like anybody else. I like to sell, the big high dollar stuff, and you know, get it going and all of that. But I can tell you, these type of things, the bread and butter, that's where you make your money right there, is because you've got a quarter in it or 10 cents, and it takes 3 pictures and it's gone. Found somebody's teeth. They actually sell, and it's a full set. Maybe I could find out who had them and I can sell them back to them. Some of these little prints, things like that, certain things sell. I haven't gone through everything in here, but I just thought I'd show you while I was stopped for a minute. This right here, this is actually a demo tape. It was one that was sent to the retailers so that they could view and decide if they wanted this. So it's going to be worth a little bit more than the regular one usually, but not a tremendous amount or anything like that. But what else do I have? Bobsy Twins. I had several of the older hardbacks, so I'll lot those up. And of course, everybody knows how I love my children's books. I love this one. Good Morning on one side and Good Night on the other. I may take it home and let Marjorie read it first. This one needs some cleanup. I'm sorry if the light's bad in here, but I'm at the very back of the unit. And I do have a light on, but But this is one of the Dakin brand. Let's see. There's the tag. See if you can see that. Dakin. I sell those quite well. I've got somebody that follows my store. And of course, he won't buy what he already has, but he pretty much will hit on a lot of my little plush like that. I thought this was kind of cute. I don't think I've comped it. I don't remember comping it. But this is right here at Christmas, so I may throw that out on, well, throw it out in the floor. Throw it out on Marketplace, see if I can get a buy on it pretty quick. But that was kind of cute. Swedish Doll's House. I thought that was cute. Love the Furbies. We'll take him home, see if he works. Things like this, if they don't sell, for $7 or $8 or something like that, as a standalone, then I take stuff like this and I put it in my junk journals lots, and people like stuff like that. So anything that's got good graphics or whatever, I'm gonna keep, even from my own stuff. So got some albums going on down there. There's a few that I'm gonna pull out. 48 Star Flag. So it's kind of fun shopping your own stuff. I know it's already been vetted at some point. There's some that's in here, probably out of this right here, maybe a third of it came straight from my thrift shop, or some place that I had already purchased on purpose. And then the other 2/3 of it, was just pulled out of an estate. I'd pay $100 or $200 for an entire house and just clear it out. So I guess we'll see what we can find. I'll either throw some screenshots up of some things that I find, or some recent solds or whatever. Just making this just kind of a random one, piecemeal. Just letting you see what I've got going on. Let's see, what's today? Today's Wednesday. So I'm going to work here today, and tomorrow it'll be even a little bit warmer. It's about 51 today. And so I'll work tomorrow, and then the next day is Christmas Eve, but we have Christmas Eve services at church that night, so I'll probably work about a half a day that day. And then Christmas Day, believe it or not, is everybody sitting down? It is going to be 74 degrees here. We're going to be in flip-flops. We got the craziest weather here near Memphis, but it is what it is. But God has blessed me with good weather this week to be out in this storage unit. It could have been extremely cold, and it's not been. So let's see what we can find. Treasure hunt commences. Here's the status after today. It is just now getting kind of dusky. All of this is a pile of bags that I'm going to be using. Those 4 totes go out the door plus this one. So that's those 5 totes. I just don't have any room in the van to take those today. These 2 got a donation tomorrow. Yes, the Nancy Drews are going out the door. I can sell those, but I like to sell the much older ones because you get a better return on it, and I don't like to send sets of them. So all of these go to donation. Those are all empty. That whole corner is empty. Again, all of this, let me get a better angle on it. All of those are empties right there, down to like about 4 boxes underneath there that probably need to be gone through, or 4 totes, I should say. This is my job tomorrow, is to come in to all of this. There's probably about the equivalent of 20 totes in here, and I may or may not be taking all of them. So we'll see how we do tomorrow. It's time to shut this thing down. I've got to go to my other storage and offload these. I took one huge load all the way up to the top of the van, and this is a Ford Transit, so you know it's deep. I took a big old load, and thankfully there was a man that could help offload that for me at Goodwill. I don't normally donate to Goodwill, but today I am, but because of convenience, you know, with all of this. It's just around the corner, and it is what it is, you know. So we're going to sign off from storage today. It's been a good day. It was great weather, but I am exhausted. Happy junking, y'all.